Today is the official day that businesses from restaurants and gyms to movie theaters and museums can reopen at a limited capacity. Salons can reopen fully.
Is not a green light. It's a yellow light.
Supervisor Greg Cox was quick to remind businesses and consumers that caution is still needed.
We can support local businesses and do so safely by wearing a face covering, by keeping our distance, and practicing good hygiene.
Last time businesses reopened in June, there was a surge of coronavirus positives in San Diego County that triggered the indoor closures in July that today are lifting because they eventually curbed that rise. This second time around, Public Health Officer Dr. Wilma Wooten says many establishments can only have a limited amount of customers at a time. She says that wasn't the case during the first reopening.
The only thing, sectors that had fraction proportional openings up were movies, 25% or 100 people, whichever was less, and churches. Those were the only two. Everything else opened.
This time, most establishments are limited to 25% capacity indoors. Gyms are even less at 10%, and bars that don't serve food can't open at all until San Diego meets a lower tiers criteria for 2 weeks, plus at least one more week for a mandatory waiting period.
There are some variations, but I agree, if people do not do what we are asking them to do, we will find ourselves in the very same situation that we did in mid-July.
That includes wearing masks, staying 6 feet away, and social distancing. But Supervisor Nathan Fletcher says this round of reopening includes new challenges.
That we have a higher case count and more community spread now than we had at the time we did that in June. We also have schools and colleges and universities coming back online, students returning to campus and some schools beginning to open, which increases the danger. So for us to not repeat what happened with the significant spike which required additional restrictions, it is going to take an indescribable vigilance and effort on the part of every San Diegan.
The supervisor, who says he supports a slower and more cautious opening than the governor's proposal, says the county is making some additional requirements on businesses that are cleared to open. That includes maintaining a log of customers to aid investigations in the case of an outbreak. San Diego is the only Southern California county where even limited reopenings are allowed, which is coming just before the Labor Day weekend. Tarryn Mento, KPBS News.